Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen. We're here at a Shared Universe podcast studio. So every so often, one of my friends does something really cool, and I have one of those friends here today, and he did do something really cool. This is Leonard Appa, Lenny Appa, or as most people know him, Mr. Appa. He's are we allowed to mention that you're an educator at a
right on
local
my
high
website,
school?
so yeah, definitely.
Okay, and not only that, you're a noted pop culture enthusiast.
Definitely.
And as an educator, you're one of the cool teachers. I've been to your classroom, I think 4 or 5 times at this
Yeah.
point. Got to meet your students, teach them all about podcasting.
A lot of fun.
But your classroom was full of pop culture paraphernalia. I imagine you worked that into the curriculum.
That's my
And and talking to your students, they all love the Avengers Endgame. They love the MCU. They love comic books. They love pop culture. So to add to your many other titles, author.
Author, yes. This is my debut.
Yes,
Very
we have here introducing the Scarlet Scrapper.
Yes.
I had no idea you were working on a book. I thought maybe if you were going to do a book, maybe a comic book. But please tell me about the introducing the Scarlet Scrapper. What is your elevator pitch?
All right, so it is actually comic adjacent.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, gosh, the elevator pitch. I've pitched it so many times, and now I've been to so many like book signings and things where I'm like, hey, you want to buy a book? I guess it would just be a boy who's obsessed with this radio show set in the 40s of the Scarlet Scrapper.
Yes.
He thinks he's a real hero running around the city. He witnesses a tragedy, and then he goes in search of the hero, the hero, and ends up finding the radio actor.
Yes.
And
we know how that goes
Right.
when you find the human or the voice, the actual human behind the superhero.
yeah,
Usually gets pretty interesting.
yeah, and I think what I really like about this book, and obviously I'm going to like my own book, I hope, is it's a thriller, but it's also very literary.
Yes.
So that's what's I've always been attracted to stories about people more than the action. So that's kind of what I wanted to do.
Yeah, even now in my comic book reading, people are like, well, what are you reading? And I'm like, listen, I've read all the superheroes
Yeah.
as a kid, and now I want story. I want great story.
Yeah.
I want Why the Last Man. I want Preacher.
Oh, Why the Last
I want stuff like that, Ex Machina, Walking Dead, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's more at my advanced age, looking for great stories. Those great stories happen to have an awesome superhero in it or super villain, even better. But
yeah.
for sure. How long has this been in the making?
That's actually a really not long story. I can make it short. So this is actually the second iteration of the book.
Okay.
There's this author, I'm sure some people know, his name's David Morrell,
Yeah.
who created Rambo. So he's
Yes.
the actual creator of Rambo. And I befriended him back in 2010. I call him my unofficial mentor. He doesn't know he's my mentor. And he ended up reading a version of it. This was like 5, 6, 10, maybe even 10 years ago at this point. And he reads it and he's like, we'll see what we could do. And I get the notes back. He's like, this is bad. This will never be published. And I, after crying under the desk for about a week, I was
At least
like,
he was
"No."
honest, though. You don't want like, oh, this is
Exactly.
great. You're gonna and it's terrible.
And that's what I took. And I said, okay, no, he was doing this. He didn't really say it in like such negative terms.
Sure.
He's an amazing man. And then, and so finally I was just like, no, this is my call to action,
Yeah.
right? This is my hero's journey. And I ended up rewriting it from word one. And
That's awesome. Did he give you advice like, hey, maybe
Yeah,
you could clarify this,
Yep.
take this out? Could you explain this more? Did he give you
Definitely.
advice?
Yeah, it was like, in the original notes, it was like the characters are flat, things like that. And I looked at all the negative, and I didn't really look at anything positive in it. But then I spun it in that positive way, and he read this one, and he gave me a pretty good review for it. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And before this, did you do a lot of writing?
I've been writing since I was a kid.
Okay.
This is my first novel. I've had short stories published as well, but that's about it. So got the second one in the can, waiting to see about the publisher.
Yeah, this is great. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I write a book." They never do. I'm so far I'm one of those. I got 3 or 4 books. They're in my head though.
Okay.
I haven't pulled them out. So this is very inspirational, especially when you see somebody
Yeah.
actually come up with a physical copy of a book that you can buy on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and Target. It's very inspirational.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. So how long did this take from writing word one to getting that box, opening up and pulling out a physical copy?
Actually, on my site, I think I have a picture of me opening the box.
Yeah.
All giggly. So I went with it. This is through a small press. It's not self-published or anything. So when I got I actually almost missed it as well. I sent it to this small publisher, Running Wild Press, and the submittable is the website you use, and they were supposed to send me an email notification, and I never received it. So I was just looking through for something else, and I was like, "Oh crap, they responded."
Yeah.
So it was like a month later. I was like, "Oh crap, I probably blew that." So it was probably 2022, and then there was a while because it's a small press. They had to find an editor.
Right.
And finally, so about 3 years it took to actually go.
Wow. Okay.
From contract to in front of me.
Yeah.
So because it came out in September. So.
Yeah, that's cool. And what was your writing process? I know you're very busy at school. I imagine you get up very early. School goes probably until 3. I don't know if you do anything after, but it's not a lot of time in the day. No. What was your personal writing preference? Did you get up maybe earlier to write in the morning? Did you do it when you could? Did you write at school? It's carving out that time.
Don't tell my bosses, but I was writing during my prep period.
Okay, that's cool.
I know the material. I know Romeo and Juliet. I could probably recite the whole play for you right now.
Oh yeah,
I won't. But so a lot of times I ended up writing on my prep period. Really, it's whenever I got a chance. And back then I didn't have a son, so it was a lot less.
You're a recent father as well to add to your many titles.
Yeah, and exhaustion
for sure. And your process, did you write out an outline first? Did everything just kind of come out as you sat down and wrote? How did you prep?
Hybrid it.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of this phrase, but there's in the writing community, especially on like Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. They call pantsers or plotters. I feel like I'm in between.
Okay.
I have an idea of where I want to go. I write out notes and stuff I want to happen, and then basically from there it's kind of more organic, and I just go from it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in between that. So
that's cool. And besides David Morrell, who else are your major inspirations?
Obviously, and the back of the book and the acknowledgments, I mentioned them. Basically, I mean, all the comic creators I've read all my life.
There's a little Bob Kane, Bill Finger in this.
Yeah,
there's
totally, yeah.
Yeah, there's probably some Neil Gaiman. There's probably some
definitely
some Alan Moore in here.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Scarlet Scrapper character intentionally is like a ripoff of like the Shadow, Green Hornet.
Sure.
Like all the old
the old 30s and 40s radio serials.
Yep. And then I'd say, I mean, modern writers, Brad Meltzer, I love him. Michael Connolly, it's a little bit different than what I'm writing, but James Rowland, all these guys, I just like reading thrillers a lot. So, and literary novels. So Nick Hornby, is actually one of my favorites. So
that's awesome. And what was your favorite part while you were writing this?
It's honestly the main character, Frank Hodge.
Okay.
He's just. He like the first chapter. He starts off as such like a jerk, but for me, his journey to being that lovable jerk. He's very sarcastic, very rough.
Yes,
and so me, it's just him because even in the second book, like I was trying to make it not about Frank. I know that's kind of a spoiler. He lives. I was trying to make it not about him, but he kept saying, "No, this book's mine too." And so he kind of like
we're about the same age. We love Scoundrels, Han Solo, Jack Jack Burton. We love those scoundrels.
Yeah,
that may or may not redeem themselves. Definitely. So they're heavily. Those scoundrels have heavily influenced our lives.
Yeah, they really have, especially with Han Solo.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take him over most other characters.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's not the perfect guy, but he gets the job done.
Yeah, and
sure.
Harrison Ford, really.
And Harrison Ford, the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said this in the 40s. Why the 40s? Why the period piece?
Mainly because of the radio show.
Okay.
I did a lot of research into the radio show. I'm a dork, obviously. And back in high school, people are worried about getting dates, and I was like, Superman had a radio show, and I finding the show and listening to it. These are fantastic.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, Green Hornet wasn't just a TV show that lasted one season. It's like, no. It's a whole mythology.
Lore.
There's a whole. There are archive radio shows. You go by. I tracked down cassette tapes of the Green Hornet.
Yeah,
and
I feel like that's just it. It's like I've always been, and I know, like I've been attracted to the Hollywood version of the 1940s.
Yeah,
it wasn't as glamorous as it was, but it's just something about the style and you look at like Dean Martin and all the dressing, the hats. I don't know. There's just something.
Yeah, victory curls, all that stuff, man. Pinup girls on bombs, on World War II bombs. It on paper and the Hollywood version looks awesome.
Right.
Whether it was really like that, we're gonna need a time machine to find that out.
Yeah,
for sure. And I too have been. I've been fascinated by radio plays. They're talking to microphones that look very much like these.
Yeah, and those are even the microphones are just awesome looking. Right?
Yeah, and they didn't have affordable video recorder technology. That was entertainment back then.
Yeah,
the radio serials.
Is that or the movies?
Yeah, and imagination, man. We've lost so much imagination.
We have. It's sad. Especially working with the high school.
For sure. So you're an author. Do you read a lot as well?
Yeah.
I find that's also kind of a lost thing these days.
It is, and I think that's where we won't go political. But that's where the empathy is gone.
Sure.
Because reading builds that. That's spoken like a true English.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I definitely read a lot. I generally have a book with me no matter where.
That's cool.
So like I have a whole pile in my car. So if I'm ever stuck somewhere, I have entertainment. That's not on my phone. So
that's awesome. And what's the reaction been so far? How long? When did this come out?
Came out in September.
Okay, so we have had about a good 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Been out.
So far, I mean, everybody who's reading it, I've gotten some really good reviews on Goodreads and Amazon and stuff. Lowest is a 3-star, which is very admirable, I think. Admirable is not the right word, but it's good enough. People who read it seem to really enjoy it. It's just really kind of getting the word out now to hopefully get more people.
Yeah, which you are now. So now appearing on podcasts. What I love though is you're doing Comic-Cons now, which I think is one of the smartest things you could do. Is you have a lot of crossover audience here.
Yeah,
for sure. So coming up next, Awesome Con
really
in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
I wish I was going to be there, my friend. I've been there several times. I had the honor of being a guest back in about 10 years ago.
Okay.
I've been back several times just as a fan or just hanging out. Yeah, and that's a con that lives up to its name for sure.
Yeah, I went there once a couple years ago. Actually got to meet Rosario Dawson, which is
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, I've always loved her. And then, and actually I got to meet Michael Rosenbaum, which was fantastic. The cast of Firefly is going to be there this year, which is really cool. I'm very excited for that. So, although I'm sure I'll be stuck at my booth most of the time. But
You'll have time to get out. Just throw a sign up. Out to lunch. Be back in 30 minutes, and then you can go meet the cast of Firefly.
Yeah, I definitely need to do that
for sure. You have a lot of fun. You're gonna be on the other end of the table, though.
Yeah, it's
so
scary.
you're gonna have to be a salesman.
Yeah.
And if I were to give you any advice, I think the best pitch I ever got was I was walking by my now friend. His name's Henri. He's got a bunch of comic books, but he saw me, looked at me, and he very simply was like, "Hey, do you like comics?" I'm like, "Yeah, boy, do I!" And he sucked me in with his pitch. By the time he was done, I had bought all 5 of the books he had. So,
keep it simple.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally that catches, especially the Comic-Con, that usually catches people's attention.
Yeah.
So it's all about pitch. Yeah, you're gonna have to wear your salesman's your superhero salesman costume.
I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at it since I've started the whole book signings and stuff. So,
Yeah,
hopefully.
You really have to. You've done the hard part though.
Yeah,
you got a tangible book out, trying to sell copies. Now you just got to make people aware of how awesome it is.
Yeah. I'll have the merch that you'll see in your goodie bag.
Yeah, here, can I open this?
Of course
or?
you can, yeah.
Okay, so we have a shirt here.
That's actually artwork done by one of my students.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, make it pulp, and she's cool.
That's so good. That is shading. So the Adventures of Scarlet Scrapper, radio's most exciting hero. That's so cool. And then on the inside,
this little care.
Okay,
package.
we have the dossier here. Okay. So this is something I read about. It's called the Little Scrappers Club.
Yep.
And I believe at the Comic-Con, is that anybody coming in and cosplay,
Yeah.
Scarlet Scrapper cosplay automatically entered into the a member of the Little Scrappers Club,
So that's
which
what they'll get.
is awesome because this is a throwback to Little Orphan Annie from A Christmas Story, or like anything worth its salt, or any radio play had. Yeah. It's like kids club, so it's little whatever club. Yep. So, all right, I'm a member. From here on out, you'll be awarded with all the honors and benefits of the Scarlet Scrapper's secret force for good. I love that, and I got my own bookmark here.
That's also done by one of my students. The art I said, go very Dick Tracy.
I love it. So you, that's awesome. So your students really wanted to help you out as well.
They get very excited.
You had your own built-in marketing and like the creative team.
Yeah, it's really kind of
cool. So man.
I utilize my school as much as possible. So
that's awesome.
The postcard thing is actually a little decoder. If you look at the backside.
Oh man, okay. Decode the message, everybody.
It's got a
Okay.
Caesar cipher, so it'll take a
I
little.
love it, and I don't have to mail away for a decoder ring. That's amazing.
Although I am getting badges made up.
Oh, that's awesome. And then this artwork is really great.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
Yeah, these kids are awesome.
Yeah. So I asked you what your favorite part of creating this was. What was the most challenging or the hardest part of writing this book?
It's really just honestly the writing itself. Probably editing most of
Okay.
all. Because you don't want to take out too much, but you also
Right.
don't want to keep stuff that's not needed or add. So they say in writing you don't worry about the word count, but when you're trying to get to a publisher and they want 75,000 words, you
Yep.
kind of have to worry about the word.
Yeah.
So that makes it a little bit different.
Very specific
Yeah.
boundaries. Yeah.
So I feel like that was probably the hardest, is trying not to worry about the word count and just trying to do justice to the story.
Right.
Making everything within the book work for the story and not just because you need to fill out words.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say that. And this is probably my, well, I for me, I don't think it's the best thing I've ever written, but it's my favorite thing I've ever written.
Okay, that's as long as you love it.
I love it to death.
And then if you
all
love
the
it
characters. So
more often than not, other people will love it as well.
and I only say it's not the best thing I've ever written because I wrote a literary novel, a YA book that I would really love to get published.
Yeah.
That is true to my heart. Like, it's something
That's cool.
Like, it's a kind of a.
I imagine this will probably lead to that getting published
that's
for
the
sure.
hope, so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For sure. So where can we get this? I saw it's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon,
Target, Barnes and Noble,
Walmart.
Walmart.
You can get it right through the publisher's website, and that's Running Wild Press. I have all the links on my website as well. I know the Freehold Barnes Noble still has some copies on the shelf.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. How cool was that walking into a brick and mortar bookstore and seeing it on the shelf?
Yeah.
Like
That was where I had my first book signing, and I walked in. I was walking around with my wife and my son. Sons, I have a stepson as well, and I walked past the shelf and I kind of looked down and I saw it, and I just kind of giggled and had to obviously take a copy. Like, look, I signed them all. They're all signed, so you can get a signed one there.
That's awesome. And yeah, the red and black cover very
Yeah.
noticeable, which is cool.
What I really loved about the cover was it reminds me of North by Northwest.
Yeah, just very simple,
Yeah.
minimalistic,
Yep.
but it tells so much.
Yeah. So.
Just-
And it's funny. At some point, I'll show on my website. Probably, I'll show the different covers that they gave me. They're always very similar, but
right.
the little boy on the cover was like many different sizes,
Right.
and ages. It was just very weird.
That's cool. So you've done a couple book signings. I think were you over at Georgian Court University? Doing something
earlier this week. I went to Georgian Court, doing a talk about, because it's Eisner Week.
Yes.
So I did a talk about basically how comics have influenced my life.
Yeah.
And so I'm not. Again, on my social medias, you'll see there's a picture. One of the frames it's a picture of me as a little boy in a Superman.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And we're vanquishing my father.
Yep.
So
The Lex Luthor of the household. So which is funny. So and then you will be at Awesome Con is when? Do you
that's
remember
next
the
week.
dates? It's next week. That's right, in March.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And then the Super Jersey Comic Expo, which is now down to one day, unfortunately.
In
is,
August, for this year.
Yeah.
So it's a spectacular now.
Yes,
So-
that's in I think August 29th.
Something
I want
like
to
that,
say.
yeah.
I might. Yeah, now with that new date, I might be able to make it. So
That'd be
I'll
awesome.
come.
That'd be
yeah,
really
I'll,
cool.
I'll see if I can come up and throw you some love over there at
That'd
the
be cool.
Super
I
Jersey
love that.
Comic
I
Expo
was
for
really,
sure.
really bummed that one did, because John Romita Jr. will be there.
Yeah. They had a little bit of they had to pivot a little bit.
Yeah.
because of the winter storm and
Yeah.
for sure.
The dome collapsed or something.
Yeah, as it does when it snows like 3 feet in 12 hours or whatever. So I got one more question here for you, possibly the most important question. This goes out, gets very popular, gets optioned for a movie or TV series. Who's in the cast? Who do you cast as a Scarlet Scrapper? Some of the other characters. Have you thought about this? I know you have because we're both nerds. So
I haven't already written a pitch deck.
Yeah.
I haven't already.
yeah, who's your dream
All right.
cast for this?
So honestly, David Cornsweat,
okay,
because if you saw him in Pearl,
Yeah.
he looks exactly like Hodges.
okay,
So
amazing.
And obviously now he's Superman, so that would just be cool.
Sure.
If not him, then I was thinking Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Just because of the look. I've never actually seen him in anything.
Yeah.
Margaret Qualley, I'd want her to play the lead female character.
Okay.
And then I always forget his name, the guy who played Stingray in Cobra Kai, Paul Walter
Hauser. Yes.
Hauser.
Paul Walter
I think
Hauser.
he would be great as Hodges' friend Jimmy.
Yeah.
who's the radio producer.
Right.
And then I don't know really kid actors, so I couldn't really say for.
Okay, yeah, those are all be unknowns that'll
Yeah,
blow up after this comes out, much like
so-
Stranger Things.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah.
So I do have a pitch. I wrote the pitch deck, and I sent some of it to my publisher.
Yeah.
She says she might know some people. So
Yeah.
that would be awesome. That would be like.
Listen,
so
I
gorgeous.
I hope to see this on a screen,
Yes,
whether it be a tablet screen, an IMAX screen, a flat screen, a computer screen, any screen. That'd be really awesome.
Well, what's really cool about the whole story is that it lends itself to be in. It could be the character itself. The Scarlet Scrapper could be comic books.
Yep.
I want it to be a limited series.
Yeah.
Like 3 seasons. It'll be 3 books. I already have the second one written. So I would love to see each book be a season and then call it a day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well then spin-offs, but yes.
Right. Yeah, then,
Or-
but that's it. It can literally go like all these different directions, which is one of the reasons I love the.
Yeah, that's cool. So you have this. So you said the second book's pretty much it's written.
It's written, it's edited. It's just I have it out to the publisher,
Okay.
and they just have to say yes or no.
Yep.
And then we'll see.
and you mentioned it's a 3-book arc.
There'll be a third book. Yep. So
That's cool, man.
the second book takes place 25 years later.
Yeah.
So it's in the late 60s, and then the third one is going to be set modern times.
Oh wow, okay.
So
You've covered everything.
I'll toss the titles out. So we got Introducing the Scarlet Scrapper.
Yes.
The sequel is Reintroducing the Scarlet Scrapper, and the third one is Rebooting the Scarlet Scrapper.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
So yeah,
that's awesome,
yeah.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, congratulations,
Thank
man.
you so much, and
That's so
thank you
cool.
for
I
having me
don't,
here, so.
I don't believe I had a teacher who wrote a book. So, or a professor or anything like that. So
They're not as impressed as you would think.
I mean, listen, it's pretty tough to impress kids. I can't even impress my own kids, and I Lord knows I've tried, but it just doesn't
I
happen.
mean, you impressed me with all this stuff you got.
That's
me,
different
so.
though. You know, blood relatives or just kids. Kids are like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless, you've really got to be, but we're both working toward that for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, how many pages?
It's 294.
Okay, cool. It's great. So a couple flights, depending how fast you read. I'm truly looking forward to
Good.
having this in my bag as I fly to wherever, going to Comic Cons.
Nice.
And inevitably I'll get someone who's like, hey, what are you reading over there? So introducing the Scarlet Scrapper.
That'd be awesome.
Yes, by acclaimed author Leonard
Hopefully one day acclaim.
from New Jersey. So cool. Did I miss anything? Is there anything else you wanted to mention? Definitely. Just Scarlet Scrapper introduces Scarlet Scrapper. Amazon, Target, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, tons of places.
Check out my website for any events I am doing. I do have the list.
Where's your website?
It's I don't know. Leonard.appa author at weebly.com.
Okay, or follow Leonard on Instagram. There's a link in
There
bio.
is a link in the bio.
Yeah, Leonard Appa APA.
Yep.
At Leonard Appa.
That's so easy. I don't want to pay for a website, so it's
No,
not a
no,
long
no,
thing.
no.
So
No, for sure.
one day I'll have a real official one.
Yeah, and then hey, you mentioned it's kind of inspired by there's radio play element here. If you want to do the audiobook, I'd be happy to help out as well. So got microphones in here, so
you do.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I did.
Audiobooks
I did
are
try
fun.
it on my own. and
Oh, cool. Yeah, I
it
mentioned
went
that.
rough.
Okay, well, I got some advice for you for sure.
One other cool thing though, back to the radio show. If you go to my website again,
yeah,
somebody actually, the book has radio scripts in it.
yeah.
And somebody actually produced. I wrote the full episodes.
Oh, that's
produced
cool.
The radio script.
So with sound effects, everything.
yeah,
That's cool.
he did it for free. He was starting like a studio thing.
Yeah.
So all I had to do was be like, yes, he did it. Awesome. Yeah.
I look at your creativity has inspired all this other creativity. That's,
and that's
pretty
kind
amazing.
Kind of fun. Yeah. Well, that's what I always say. Like my wife's a writer as well, and we always say that creativity begets creativity.
Yeah.
Like you start, and that's how you kind of roll with it.
Yeah,
and keep it
I
going.
really
So,
love that. Right on, man. Dude. Congratulations,
thank
man.
you. Thank you.
Today we're introducing the Scarlet Scrapper, but now you know all about him and the book. So go pick up the book, everybody. You're gonna love it. It's a book by a true pop culture fan who lives and breathes all the same stuff that I love.
I do.
Which, if you're watching this, you probably love the same thing as well.
Yeah.
So congrats, man.
Thank you.
That's
so
so cool.
And thank you for having me here.
Yeah. So introduce the Scarlet Scrapper. My friend Leonard Appa here, Mr. Appa. And go pick up the book, everybody.
Please.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you.